standard of living in Kentucky. We can spend as much time on that as you want to, but so anyway, I became very involved in that. I'm on the local school board of the Perry County School Board. So that was an involvement I've got publicly, and then this year have decided to run for governor, which is a huge step for being a contractor. But the only reason I'm running is because I'm tired of hearing people promise things and we're making Kentucky better, and we're still about the same. So we're improving, but so are all the other states. So it's time to do something totally different. The other part of my life I'll tell you briefly about is that I'm also a professional race car driver. And I drive a pro-modified Viper. It's a replica of a Viper. And so I travel nationally doing that, and go from 0 to 230 miles an hour in a little over 6 seconds, 6.15 seconds. And you learn how to become very focused for 6 seconds. So, it's exciting. I love it. I started drag racing when I was 16, and on Sturgis track, which made, if you know where Sturgis is, up to US 60, and it was an old airfield. That's where we started racing, and have done that. So that's a little bit about me. We can talk the process. We can talk if I'm involved, whatever. You tell me what you want to know.
Come on, who wants to go?
If you don't ask, then I'll tell you what you may know.
Ask that man a question. You asked me enough.
What decided to make you run for governor? Like, just because people are saying bad stuff and not doing it?
It's not just bad stuff, but, and I'm not picking on the current governor. I helped him get elected. But, you know, I'll give you an example. For years, since I've been involved in education, and there are many more experts than I am, that are people that are actually doing it. But for years, I've heard by 4th grade we can identify the dropouts. You know, okay, and so then those kids have that tag where they drop out, and they start falling to the wayside. I'm sure if you look around this class, 5 years ago, you had more that are no longer in school. Some go ahead and get GEDs, some don't. But we keep saying it. I've heard it for 15 years. Well, if we can identify the dropouts, then it's time we start fixing the dropouts. And I'll use that in a literal term. But what happens, many students come from very tough environments, home environments. Some are fortunate enough to have parents that teach them all the basics in kindergarten and that sort of thing. So you know how to, your alphabet, you know the colors, some of the basic things. Some kids come to school and they've never done anything but just be sat down in front of the TV. So they're immediately starting off behind. Well, what we need to do is develop a system that individually works with whatever child they need, and to where when they get to 1st grade, everybody's on a pretty equal footing. And we're not all equal, but at least everybody has a reasonable chance to get a high school diploma. Because if you don't have that this day and time, I mean, there's just not much of anywhere to go. So that's the type of thing I'm saying. Everybody keeps saying, I'm for education. Any candidate, any politician, you know, we need to. Well, it's one thing to talk about it. Another, and it's a cumbersome process. It's not quick. And if we truly got it right with kindergarten, it's 15, 20 years before we see the results of that. So it's not quick political payback, but it's the future of our. So that's why I'm tired of all the rhetoric. And I'm a construction guy, and I'm sure if I'm fortunate enough to get elected, I'll be batting my head against the wall because you can't get things done quickly. I'm used to that, but I still think the process can be improved dramatically. Will we totally fix it? No, because but if we can get the train on the right track and head the right direction, then hopefully we can get better. But whatever happens, I'll have a right to complain because I was willing to try to make it better, and I think that's what we all got to do. The worst thing you can do is think Frankfurt's going to fix anything. It destroys much more than fix it. What you've got to do, though, is try to, Frankfurt ought to encourage local school system, local individuals to do better, not come with the answer from Frankfurt. I'm sure you've all heard, I'm from Frankfurt, out from Washington, here to help you. We'll watch out for those guys. Another question.